Good evening, guys. This is something I don't normally do. I've never been into making videos online, but I decided to do one today because I've actually just found a really good product. The unit I'm working on at the moment is part of my 40k army, the Tyrant's Legion, and a lot of it is gunmetal. Painting large units of metallic colours can be a bit of a bind at the best of times if, like me, you struggle, particularly with metallic colours, to get a firm coat and a firm all over smooth coat. So in the nature of taking shortcuts, I've been looking for a product for a while that was available as a spray, just to help speed things up a bit. What I've come across is a product called ARTFX. It is a nice shade of gunmetal metallic in this case, but it's available in lots of different colours. It's an acrylic spray, and it's actually sold by Halfords. That's for you guys abroad. Halfords is an automotive warehouse selling car parts and accessories, but they do this brand called ARTFX, and I noticed it and picked it up. I didn't know whether it was acrylic or not, and as you probably know, it's always a good idea to get acrylic paint, because if you get enamel or any other kind of paint, your model paints aren't going to stick to it and you're going to end up with a bit of a disaster. Now, what I've got here is a collection of very old models actually. They're metal, plastic and resin, severely kit bashed. Some of you have probably already seen them. And what I've done is given them the usual coat of Chaos Black spray paint. As you can see, this ARTFX has taken quite well to it. One thing I have noted about it though is you've really got to shake this stuff up, guys, if you're going to use it, because if you don't shake it up, and I don't know if you can see this particularly well, you get this horrible kind of very bobbly finish. The good news is it's not too bad, so there are ways of actually mitigating that later on. So yeah, like I say, if you want to get a halfway decent smooth finish like the one on this model, you're going to need to shake it up for at least a good 5 minutes. Unlike Games Workshop's paint, it really does need a good shake. If you're anything like me, you like to do things quickly, and the temptation is there to get on and spray before the paint's properly mixed up. So be warned, do give it a good shake, 5 minutes at least, right until your arms are dropping off. But anyway, I digress. Moving on, what we've got here is the finished base coat of spray. As I said, it went straight over Games Workshop's Chaos Black, and it adhered very well to it. And it's given me a reasonably good smooth coat of silver, and it saved me quite a bit of time. It's very bright. It's a lot brighter, I have to say, on the model than I expected on the colour coding on the cap. It really did come out quite brighter, but that's not a problem, because the next stage in my paint scheme involves quite a liberal coating of Nuln Oil, which is a Games Workshop black wash. Don't be afraid to get in there with a large wash brush. You don't need an expensive brush for this, guys. Just a really old knackered brush like this one is absolutely fine. Just get in there, slop it on, and don't be afraid. And I will show you that now. Now, these are going to take quite a while to dry, but it's not a problem because I'm doing this ahead of when I want to actually paint the miniatures. So I'm literally getting in there and slapping it on. So as I say, I was slapping on quite a bit. Doesn't have to be even, doesn't have to be smooth. It'll take a while to dry, but it'll emphasise all the natural shadows. And then the next stage is a really quick dry brush of lighter gunmetal colours, and for that I just revert back to the normal Games Workshop paints. and they normally come out quite nicely. But as I say, I'm not one for making videos online, but I just wanted to tell you about this product because it really is good. And the beauty of it is you don't need to thin your washes or your colours. They adhere very nicely, and they flow very nicely over the paint as well. So it really is a good product, and it's about, unlike Games Workshop paint that costs that you need a second mortgage to pay for sometimes, this stuff is actually quite reasonable. It's about £6 for the tin, which, you know, there's a lot of more expensive things out there, but we end up with a nice, having done that one, we end up with a nice fairly even coat, nice and smooth. Some of the bobbling will go away when you stick the ink on. The bits of it that can't go away, to be honest with those, I'm not too worried, because when I come to dry brush, I may go over a few areas with a layer coat as well of something like lead belcher or something like that, but I'll be able to tidy those up, and it really doesn't faze me. The added bonus of doing an all over deep wash like this is it also helps to pick all the details out on the model, and that will also save you time when it comes to highlight other colours up and add detail later on. So hopefully guys, that's of use to you. For those of you in America or etc., I'm not sure where you're going to be able to buy ARTFX paint from. I've not been able to ascertain who the actual manufacturer is, because it's made for this chain store, so ergo it's got their name on it, and the guys in the shop were, as you can expect, quite unable to tell me where it came from, but it's acrylic and it's good stuff. So and just stick that to one side for a moment, and I'll give you a bit of a shot of the unit. So there we go. That's saved me an awful lot of time. They'll take all night to dry, but as I say, that doesn't worry me. So anyway guys, hope that's of help to you. I'll show you the product once more. That's what it looks like, and it's just a case of getting the colour you want on the tin cap here, and it's available at, if my camera will focus, halfords.com. Anyway guys, stay tuned to the Facebook page, and I'll give you some more work in progress later on as it happens. Cheers for now.